Hey everybody, this is Piper here, and welcome to another Rome Tour battle. So the next series of battle replays are actually from the two leagues, Rome Total War Tournament, 1 vs 1, hosted by Rust League. So again, this set of replays is actually a couple of years old. It's probably 2 to 3 years old, and again it's involving SoA Moussolini, and he's playing in the quarter-finals of this tournament against a player called Trajan. So we saw the first set of replays. It was actually Moussolini versus a player called Beowulf from the AOES clan. And I did a bit more research and I actually found that it was actually a best of 5 in that round. Moussolini won by, it was actually 3-2 to Moussolini. Beowulf won the other 2 matches. Didn't have those replays, but Beowulf won those matches. So in this matchup, it is Greece versus Pontus. Moussolini is obviously playing as Greece, and Trajan, or CW Trajan, he's playing as Pontus. So Moussolini's gone with 6 armoured hoplite, gold, 2 regular hoplite. They are, looks like they're 5 upgrade, 4 regular archers. There'll be gold, 2 Cretans. The Cretans are gold attack, looks like, and 2 Rhodian slingers. 4 militia cavalry. The militia cavalry are, they're at least 5 upgrade. Looks like they gold. Pontus, unit of chariot archers there. They're actually gold attack. They're coming in for some shots against the armoured hoplites. And Moussolini's put his hoplites to the left flank. Trajan also has 2 units of bronze shields, so that's 4 units of bronze shields. Don't think they have any upgrades. They're 1 upgrade, 6 archers gold, 1 Pontic light cavalry, they're 3 upgrade, probably gold attack, and the bulk of his money's been spent on the Cappadocian cavalry. They are gold, and he's also got, I thought he had a unit of 5 chariots. It's actually 2 chariot archers, 5 Cappadocian cavalry, and 1 Pontic light cavalry. So Moussolini's straight in for trying to get some shots in against the archers. He's going to throw his javelins at the archers right there. So good use of his light cavalry, and he's going to do a lot of damage here against those archers. So he's actually routed one unit of archers right there, and it's going to do a lot of damage to the other archers as well. The chariot archers are circling and getting kills against some of the pike there, and I think they're also shooting the Rhodian slingers, possibly. The Cappadocian cavalry are coming round, and they're going to try and get some routes on the archers. A couple of good kills there against the Greek cavalry, and he also got some good kills against the slingers. But in this situation, Moussolini does have the advantage. He's got 6 very good pike. The gold armoured hoplite are very powerful. So unless Trajan can really get some good kills against the pike with his archers, with his cavalry rather, he's going to have a hard time beating this pike box that Moussolini will obviously make at the end. So there's a lot of good work there by Moussolini. He's routed 2 units of archers there, and he's destroyed possibly there's the other one there. They're actually down to 2 in number. Trajan's chasing the other unit of archers there. He's actually caught them. The Cappadocian cavalry, they're actually fairly expensive for the money. They're not as good as Cataphract, and they're not as good as Slave Chariots for the price. But they're actually more effective versus the pike, which will help Trajan when he has to attack the pike. So if he has 6 units of Slave Chariots, they'll get absolutely destroyed by the pike. The Cappadocian cavalry, they are slightly more effective, but they are slower. So if you look here, he's chasing down the Cretan archers, and the Cretan archers are pretty fast. These guys will have to exert a lot of energy to catch up with these guys. But as long as Trajan rests his cavalry before he engages the pike, that'll be optimal for Trajan. So Moussolini is going to charge in his light cavalry, and he wanted to get some kills on the archers there. two of his cavalry are actually routing, and he's actually pulled back the other one. So that really happened because the cavalry were kind of tired and there's a lot of enemy troops here. You tend to find that when you send in troops like light cavalry against multiple enemy and they're not fresh and they've lost men, they tend to rout fairly easily. But it's going to be a good play there by Moussolini. He's actually caught that unit of chariot archers. So that might have been a misclick by Trajan. I think he was microing here. He's also microing his heavy cavalry over here. I think he probably lost track of that chariot archer unit. And Mussolini's going to take full advantage. So again, this is a full 15k versus 15k Pontus. So Pontus will have the faction advantage in this matchup. In a recent competition, Dodd played against, I think it was Magi. He had 13k denarii with Pontus versus, it was either 13k or 13.5k with Pontus versus 15k Greece. In this battle, Pontus has the full 15k. So it's kind of hard for... Mussolini definitely has the faction disadvantage, but he's doing really good with his light cavalry and he's going to get all these units of archers off the field. Trajan still has the unit of chariot archers. These guys will have a ton of arrows left and they're doing a lot of good kills against that unit of armoured hoplite. But he's going to lose all of his archers unless he can bring back the Pontic light cavalry. Trajan's also engaging the armoured hoplite with his bronze shields, and these guys aren't in pike mode, so as soon as the armed hoplite turn around, these guys are going to get annihilated. Plus they're no upgrades as well, or they're one upgrade, so the armed hoplite will just go straight through these units. It's going to effectively be a win for Moussolini. There's not really much hope for Trajan to come back here. Again, these guys, they don't really have the secondary that the cataphracts have, and there's not really much else Trajan has except the unit of Pontic light cavalry. Their only gold attack, and he's got some cavalry over here, but these cavalry are now exhausted because he's been chasing archers the whole battle. Same with these guys as well. Well, that's actually a spectator in the battle. He's got another one over here as well. They're very tired, and he's got the chariot archers here, and they are actually getting some good shots in against those slingers. But it's really the pike that he wants to get kills on, and there's not really much left for Trajan to do. I would imagine he was probably going to admit defeat. He should have really admitted defeat. As you can see, the top right hand screen of the battle, we're only really at a third of the way through. But Moussolini really has too many armoured hoplite. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 armoured hoplite. So he's actually got 6 units of armoured hoplite still intact. He's got 2 regular hoplite and 6 armoured. So that was 37, that was 34, 36, 30, 38. 36, 37. So the armoured hoplite of Mussolini's been pretty much untouched. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward this because it's going to be a win for Moussolini. Without any archers, there's no hope at all for Pontus to win this. He does have the unit of chariot archers, and he's got the Pontic light, and he's got a unit of cavalry coming back, but all Moussolini has to do here is box up and he's won the battle. So Moussolini actually has archers left. He's got a large amount of archers. He's got 28 and 33 archers, which is quite unusual actually, because most of the time Greece will concentrate on killing the Pontic archers. The archers for Greece in this battle, they're useful, but they're not going to win the battle. It's the pike that win the battle on most occasions. In a previous battle replay, we saw Tacitus play Hosluk in the con finals. And if you watch the second battle of the series, he actually brings a different army when he fights, I think it was Greece. Was it Greece Pontus? I think it was Greece Pontus. And he went for Peltus instead of Pike. And that's another option. He went for 4 Gogo Peltus. Very good archers, and he went with, I think it was 6 Greek cavalry, Gogo, Tushev, and 2 militia cavalry. And what actually happened, it was actually Pontus that piked at the end, made the pike box at the end. But in this situation, there's too many armoured hoplite with Moussolini. Even if Trajan gets a really good hammer and anvil with the pike, the Cappadocian cavalry, they're 16. He's got one that's 27, one that's 24, one that's 6. He's got 2 archers, and these guys probably have a fair amount of arrows left. But again, all that Moussolini has to do is fire at those archers. He's got, what, 33 and 28. So I think Moussolini played really well at the start. He used his light cavalry very well, made use of the javelins, and he got 2 very easy kills on the archers at the start, and he reduced the other one down to like 4 or 5. So he played really well at the start, and that's really one of the aims for Greece in this battle. So Mussolini's targeted all of his arrows at that chariot archer unit. Greece only has to kill archers and then box because the pike's so good. Pontus has to defend its archers, surround to get kills on the pike. If you have a situation like this for Pontus, you've basically not done that much damage at all to the armoured hoplite, and there's still archers left. You don't have a hope in hell of winning. You've got to win the archer war and then get a lot of kills on the pike to have any hope of winning. I probably would have brought a different army with Pontus. I know this was this was actually played a couple of years ago, and I know the game was still trying to get people were still trying to work out what the best armies were to bring. But you tend to want to go with maybe it's like 3 or 4 chariots or 5 chariots with Pontus, 2 chariot archers, and a couple of light cavalry, because you know that Greece will bring a lot of good pike. So that's actually a good play there by Trajan. He's actually attacking those pike from both sides. But even though they're getting attacked from both sides, Mussolini is still actually winning that battle, so his victory seems certain. He's too many pike in this area, and it's going to be only a matter of time before that cavalry actually routs. I thought both players played very well. Well played to Moussolini. Again, probably when he was playing Rome Total War, he had not a much better, but he probably had a better idea of the right armies to bring in the battles. This is probably the optimal army to bring for Greece versus Pontus. I'd also say that most players consider Greece Pontus unfair matchup for Greece. 15-15k. Usually in tournaments now, Pontus would get like 13.5k or even less than that versus Greece. So well played to both players, well played to Moussolini, great army selection, great use of light cavalry, and well played to Trajan, a couple of good charges at the end, but he just lost too many archers to actually have a hope of winning the battle at the end. So again, this is the first battle in a series of 3 replays from the tournament 2 leagues hosted by Rust League, 1 vs 1 CWB. So stay tuned for the next 2 battles. That was a great battle replay. Hope you enjoyed this battle replay. As always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. This is Piper signing off.